Poverty, the state or condition of having little or no money, goods, or means of support. The condition of being poor. These are the words that will stare up at you from the pages of any dictionary that you choose to look them up in. The reality of poverty, however, is much more than this. Let me tell you a little about a woman living in Africa. This woman lives in a small village plagued by AIDS, HIV, and malnutrition. Her children have died of the deadly HIV virus, and she is struggling to raise her 15 orphaned grandchildren by herself. As quoted by a reporter for Time magazine, the woman reaches into her apron and pulls out a handful of semi-rotten, bug-infested millet, which will serve as the basis for the meal she will prepare that evening. It will be the one meal the children will have that day. Poverty is a widespread pandemic, affecting over 1.2 billion people, and 70% of these people are women. The barriers that face these women are vast. However, the most significant barrier that must be overcome before anything else can happen or change is that men and women everywhere must realize and acknowledge the fact that women are not a problem. They are, in fact, the answer. In most third world countries, when a man is earning income, he will invest 30% of his earnings back into his family. Whereas when a woman is earning income, she will reinvest 90% of it back into her family, assuring that her children have education, health care, food, clothing, thus giving them a permanent pathway out of poverty and to a better life. The idea that women do not belong in the workplace or in schools is in fact a deadly one. Because every 5 minutes, 15 children die due to poverty-related causes. Yet it is proven that if the income of a child is in the hands of its mother, that child's chances for survival will go up by 20%. And if a girl could go to school for only 7 years, the HIV and malnutrition rates in her village will drop by 43%. That is almost cutting them in half. I simply cannot understand how women can be treated with such disdainful disrespect when they are the answer to lifting this whole world out of poverty for good. In any given country, if only 10% more girls went to secondary school, that country's economy would go up by 3%. Yet, in many countries, girls cannot go to school because they are either forbidden or their parents do not think it is important for them to be educated, and so educate their brothers instead. In India, every 5 minutes, a baby girl dies due to negligence and indifference to her needs. It breaks my heart to learn that every 5 minutes, a new hope, a new savior, and a new light for this planet passes away because she is not deemed as important as her brothers. There are hundreds of different organizations and people all over the world who are striving to help end poverty. My favorite, and the one I believe to be making the greatest difference, being Heifer International. However, you do not need to be contributing to a major charitable organization to make a difference. There are hundreds of things that each one of us could be doing right now. Whether it be writing a letter to the editor, starting a petition to send to the president, or just simply speaking with others to raise awareness about your cause. Pick whichever one you want, but choose it, use it, fight for it. Because the one thing that can have the greatest impact on these barriers, the one thing that can bring these barriers crashing down, sits before me in this very room today. Women are the resource this world needs, and we are the resource for these women. Because what they need to do, what they must do, is you. Look in a mirror. Realize that you have been given what is needed to change this world. And then go out there. Do it. Fight for what is right. Work together. Challenge these barriers that face us and bring them down. Women are striving to make a difference, however they cannot do it alone. They are calling out for help, and we, ladies and gentlemen, are their answer. Thank you. Did I run out of time?